All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome back, and thank you for tuning in. I want to start by saying thanks to Karomi VTuber. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for dropping in already. Thanks for chatting. I got some Outer Worlds 2 loaded, ready to go for everybody. By the way, I'm Dravis. Welcome to the Dre team. And before we go any further with the stream, I want to start by saying thank you, God, dear Heavenly Father, for allowing me to see another beautiful and wonderful day, giving me the opportunity to stream again and hang out with some of y'all and game with some of y'all. Thank you again, everybody, for dropping on by. Like I said, we're here for some Outer Worlds 2. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay.
All right, that new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
Man, it's crazy. Still in love with this damn main menu screen. How it's just like a dialogue screen. It's crazy. All right. Pretty sure when we left off, we were. What the hell are we even doing here? Are we just gonna leave? Pretty sure, because we've been. Oh, no, shit, that's right, no. We're here to do some anomalies. Forgot about that. Alright, that one's right there, so. Let's go ahead and go through that rift there, see what's going on. Plus, we're also here for Tristan, I believe. Actually, that thing is all the way at like the end of this trench. No, it's not. It's right over there. Yep.
Wait, are your lamps busted? Don't go near it! Not again! Gary? What in the void happened to you?
What? Is that it? If that's it, that's crazy. Okay, no, there's a toss ball card there too. That's fucking hilarious. What's that? Rift residue. You definitely need that for stuff. Still pick it up.
You saw me try to stop it, right?
Don't worry, bud. No one thinks you killed Gary. You're still here, ain't you? Actually, let me go ahead and see what the hell that is, because that's got to be crazy. Is that a... Holy crap. Holy sh... What the fuck is that? What is it? Gary will periodically lash out with the spiny tendrils to thrash and tear enemies apart. The damage dealt will increase your medical and science skill. Also known as the grafted reactive organic sentient ship. I want to... Oh my... This thing looks disgusting. I'm wearing a person. Oh man. This is wild, yo. Come on, I got to have some kind of crazy helmet to go with it. Put on the flipping moon man helm, scare somebody. It's a guy with a bowler hat wearing a man. It's a bowler hat guy. Let me see, there's gotta be something around here that'll go with it. Or add to the hilarity. Nah, just okay. We're gonna stay with this. Alright, where's that next rift anomaly? Up there? Where even is that? How do I get up there? I've already been there, but how do I get there? Do I have to go all the way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Take these two and head back to ship.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Damn it, my one weakness. Height. Where the hell? There's got to be some way around this little building. So important, jeez.
Necessary vulnerabilities identified.
Should have named the stream "Oh Great Talking Armor." This is pretty funny though. Poor Gary. The guys at Obsidian just have something against Gary's. Okay, how the hell do I get there?
I've eyes on a miscreant.
Immediately wasted as soon as I get into combat. Damn it, Gary. Where were you at then, Gary? Where were your tendrils then, man? Inspired Outsider Defense Facility.
Combatant scan. Target analyzed.
Better than overtime.
Standing by to stupefy. Bad idea. Doubt we'll even find this so-and-so muckety-muck without her.
Shit. You know what? She makes a good point. Alright, let's try this again with the Ozza. That's right. We should have done that to begin with. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that quest whenever I ran into it. Alright, this is right around it. Go back to the damn ship. This we can fast travel to the interior of the ship and then come right back out. Plus, these two are complete polar opposites. One's all about order, the other's all about total flipping chaos.
Like.
I mean a hostile combatant.
shit. What the hell? Grenades, people. And explosions.
Killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well...
This idiot obviously thinks... Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not? You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could the poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty? Damn straight they should have. That's the question, isn't it? There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. Very well. Let's just say... Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me with... It's strange there isn't a comm device here. Ziegler must have communicated... I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact... Hopefully it will bring me that much...
Wait there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, the Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that...
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that...
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike.
I trust Sentinels no more than you. But I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
If a sentinel appears to be an easy mark, it's worth being even more suspicious than one would normally.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one. But unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentioned.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate.
This conversation is a farce, but Tristan and I are equals.
For my part, I may suspect the Consul's agents, but if a fellow Protectorate citizen engages me in combat, I am within my rights to From his perspective, I could almost see his point. Yes, but there's nuance. Even if I encountered a group who I was sure had pledged allegiance to the Consul...
It's a difficult situation. That was my point.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes. When you ran through burning leaves.
I see. It would appear I missed...
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this Sentinel does not...
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positive, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose.
Or it is yet another falsity.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the console sends my way.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace.
I shall follow him out. That's done with. He left peaceably.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the...
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until I shall make certain...
My blood boils at the console's gall. Oh, he will pay 1,000 times for this treachery. Any...
All right, on to another planet we go. The adventure continues.
With the console now in charge.
Fizzo's Purple Berry Tequila. Ride the...
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, for many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called... Try not to think about regret or remorse. I shut down her work. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could... Of course.
What's the deal with this money? I'm sure there's probably. Let me check.
My great-grandmother used to read this to me when I was a little child, Christmas Eve.
You ever slid into anyone else's DMs?
And talk about it because he's in jail. I don't work out the internet. I can't hold it. I did a laughter bath tonight, and right before the show, and it made me swell up inside my dress. And I'm having a hard time speaking. For like 5 people that kept me going for 20 years of personal job.
Yeah, that weapon's fucking insane.
Cloister features prominently in Arbiter dynamic training with good reason. The sheer frigidness puts even the most hardy to the test.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers! Corneal frostbite be damned! Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire, gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not... You sound like someone of paramount importance to the plan, so our Protectorate forces have amassed terrible numbers in and around the Archive.
The Archive's defenders shall fight to the last to keep us from gaining access. As they should. Perhaps the locals have a means of ingress that would minimize bloodshed.
Yeah.
I find your proposed time leisure. Unaccountably so. But going?
Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds.
Can't talk.
Time's up. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Have you
Thought that way was open. Guess not.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello. Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite
Try not to
sources.
deviate from the norm.
Laplace's garden is hardly better than a colony of sprats.
Heard that halt. The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect some Protectorate are not permitted inside Laplace's garden.
Who are you, claiming to deny me ingress? The Protectorate's arbiters go wheresoever they deign.
Someone should have informed you, Arbiter. Cloister is not the domain of the Protectorate any longer.
I'm... what? Emotional support? You know, that has a nicer ring to it than I'd have surmised. I've never been emotional support before.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for... Laureate Beckett did impress the importance of not delaying you. Very...
I'm surprised you were able to manage that, Commander. Though I suspect...
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant, and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, the presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. May all your...
No reason to reason with you.
Go about your business, Order. People? I suppose I shouldn't call them scum. Do not be alarmed. I am not here to execute any of you. Yet.
The scientician surplus. No more than what you need.
Free to take.
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. I am the scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be directed to me. Please peruse with discernment.
These rooms are strangely deserted. I admit I do not mind the lack of withering glares, though I wonder at the excess. Typically, the Order is efficient in its inefficiencies.
The operating theater is that is not an invitation to return to your study and perform. That is best.
Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. Leave.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. Dreadful, you know. Positively dreadful. How the peace talks were interrupted. I felt our two delegations were making real progress. While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my order, wounded and dying. He told us all about that terrible DeVries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use to begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. For one, having the allied might of their forces at your back when facing down the Protectorate. And if you might consider an appeal to your better nature, ending the conflict between In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently off limits to non-essential personnel.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted. But I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't... If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support. Which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allowed the corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resource. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. It is indeed a good deed. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon... To the point, a myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a near... Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere... I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is...
Though I would most merrily hunt those fiends without aid, perhaps that pet cultist of yours could avail...
Charles, that's your third conviction today. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22 points. Interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional? Expand on that for me. You are a single gear in the grand workings of the universe. Good. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment. Earth Directorate. In Arcadia? That's rather anomalous. And I'd go as far as to say wholly unexpected. By all means, continue. I'm fascinated to learn the particulars of this little mission of yours. Understood. Agent. You know, I'm actually nearing the end of my shift. If you're amenable to continuing our chat somewhere more private, I think we could both benefit. Right this way.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verified before we amplify.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. Recall what you have observed thus far. Isn't it strange how calm everyone is? The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. I'm limiting my water intake and using other pharmaceuticals to combat the effects. It's not a perfect system, but it works adequately enough. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. Moderate your volume, please! No one here... The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun... Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. I represent a group of information traders who... So you've heard of us. My primary task has been to watch the Order, but I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor. Nothing nefarious, if that's the needle in your conscience. I know that must read as terribly vague to you, but I'm not asking you to do something an honest person would. No. This is about control. Everything is. Most see this as a war of survival. But what everyone's really fighting for is control over the narrative. To be declared victor and have their vision for Arcadia deemed superior. It follows that a drug capable of suppressing discontent could also be used to suppress greater forms of resistance. That's all. Watch the lately he's been whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? It's too diluted by the time it enters outside of work, and I'd like to
Can't afford.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Kef Integration. Certainly. Here you are.
Enjoy your time in the garden.
There was more to that on the damn island. I got to go back. I knew I was missing something. Okay, this is the Oculus collating post.
Look at that. The kid actually kind of has like inflatable legs, so when you walk up, it looks.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. Places, these security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We best tread carefully. The most ignoble place to end our days. Is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. It seems our intelligence was correct. There's clearly a door here, and I would hazard that we should make sure the station is at full power. Let us go. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative. Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any... any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
I shall not stay your equity first.
The target is much too far. You expect me to throw? That's a far. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small.
Ah, I think I've spotted it.
Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
Yeah.
There. I'm certain of movement.
passcode is limber. No, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. No, sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it! Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. For these crimes... Wait, I know you.
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because...
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often.
Often enough to know the technicians by name.
This truly is no ploy. But despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. That's a wise path. What?
An Arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is...
The hand of the Sovereign is ironclad, and...
I know I wouldn't have taken this contract had I information an Arbiter would be with...
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action, even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever...
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them.
Any of my fellow Arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, best to punish equally, and damn the no man's land between. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, my duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An Arbiter cannot trespass. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected. Very well. Luther Okada, you stand accused of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign, of espionage, of informational theft. For these crimes, I find you guilty of all counts. Prepare for absolution.
If I must die, I will die fighting on my feet.
Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially. If judgment is the... Not quite. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and... From that terminal, it sounds as if to what end, I wonder? The tone of her and that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the console. I couldn't imagine the console pinning his duties on... Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter. I wish I could take more solace in Okada's death. Alas. I hope that's true. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my and so...
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently... Excellent.
Come back here and open up these rifts real quick too. Well, I'm thinking, ooh, you know, there's also a weapon we could get.
That tremendous statue is of Matriarch Alexandra Varick, founder of the Protectorate. I'm shocked the traitors haven't defaced it.
Your patience is commendable, passenger.
Better than overtime.
I am loath to admit I require your medical assistance.
Where is...
You have my thanks.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering you a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committed suicide.
Where'd you learn how to weld, Rick?
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. Protector to decide what its subjects get. We respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more,
You go on ahead. We're shilly-shallying about what to do. Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracted.
Please have identification. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hired already. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship. so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. A shrewd negotiator. You'll fit right in. Go on. Enjoy your time on the... From there...
You've been quite an asset.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
I'm Jean for Tyler. You have questions? We have answers. Like what? Ask away. Oh, that's an easy one. There's a workbench and a weapon dealer over in Market Compliance. Anything else you need to know about this place? The Esplanade. There's a medicament merchant for trauma kits and such. And there's a, well?
Trinicular.
Antibiotics and convenient.
Approaching station.
Keep making us money, friend. Anti-Cleveland house traffic. Tender. Buttery.
Trinicular. Still my favorite word.
If packaging is on. Anti-Cleveland house.
Experimental operations where pioneering confident. The ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the
Alright, this is loading. I'm gonna grab something to drink, folks. Be right back.
and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments. Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down
And I'm back.
pitchball, they call it.
Hey, you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong. That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me, all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
Ortiz was in my unit. Good man, but ain't sure why he's reaching out now. Suppose we'll see when we return to the ship.
One more thing, friend. Consider this your formal reminder that we don't offer return to sender service, unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Welcome, eager.
Whoa, this looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You feeling famished? Peck it hot.
Anti-Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Anti's Choice to
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots?
Oh, hey, think you dropped something? Yeah, you dropped something.
Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times.
Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth.
Report to reception in the head office tower.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here. At Unrelated Bric-a-Brac, we offer only the oddest odds and ends. One person...
Artificial means. At Anti's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption.
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
Step right up. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right? No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. I just do hands-on repairs. Don't...
Diversify, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly performance.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples! Hey, go-getter, get yourself over here.
When they work more, these of the puzzle game won't be any malfeasance.
Hey, these more go-getters like you.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find a good. The intention is to keep riffraff like yourself as far away from the lounge visiting clients as possible. I'm glad my choice of words got that point across very clearly. Now please, go. You're back. You ain't soiling our fine establishment with your presence. Think I made that real clear. All right, I'll grant that was passingly clever. I suppose I can make an...
I wouldn't pay one bit for that attitude, dear. I'm sure...
My, but aren't you a charmer? Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate. X.
See that vent? Give you one guess where it leads to.
Anti's Choice, or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Anti's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Anti's Choice Society is based upon, not because we worship bits, but because of the system's good.
Experience the most sought-after inebriates on the undisputed player.
supers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public projects.
What do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Orms. She's the more predacious. You seem like a go-getter. Let's get some lunch sometime.
Getting enough emotional.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by... All right. But we'd probably save a whole lot of time if you just gave me all your bits. I know. I've got armor.
From Pop Gun, you have the look of someone with murderous intent, but no munitions to make it. Unfortunately,
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone...
Windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy...
Oh no, maybe this helmet wasn't the best choice. That's because it was Auntie's choice. And that was a bad joke. But everyone, that's going to wrap it up for the stream this evening. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. As always, it's very much appreciated. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day, night, noon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. If you'll tune back in tomorrow, I'll have a little bit of Monday Night Battlefield going. And I might be able to squeeze in a little bit more time here on Outer Worlds 2 if this is you thinking you're enjoying it so far. If it is, just feel free to hit me up and let me know. You can follow me on, find me at Discord at Dravis, Twitch, Kick, YouTube at Dravis. I'm Dravis everywhere I go, man. But yeah, again, thank you everybody for tuning in. As always, it's very much appreciated. I've been Dravis. Y'all been awesome. Jesus loves you. I love you, and I'll catch you next time.